My name is Hodan, and I'm a fourth-year nursing student from St. Lawrence, and I do the program at Laurentian University, and I just finished my consolidation with Carefor. I feel like in the hospital, you're limited to a certain amount of skills, but with Carefor, I got to do a lot of skills that I never got to do before, like dealing with PICS and all of that stuff, because you don't really see that stuff in the hospital. And I found that in the community as a nurse, you get to do more than in the hospital, which was nice, and I like the independence of it. I feel like there's a lot of support there. There was a lot of people who were ready to help you, and like the short time that I was there were so many different training sessions that helped you feel more comfortable when you were doing things, and if you weren't comfortable doing something, there was always somebody to talk to. So it was a good experience for me as a student, and transitioning to as a nurse, because there's also that level of independence, because there's some days where I was at the clinic and I got to do a bunch of patients by myself, so it felt like you're a legit nurse. So it was nice. I worked for Carefor after I finished my second year of nursing school, and I remember I wasn't too good with talking to patients on my own. Like, I felt not comfortable with it, so I decided that summer that I was going to work with the PSW, because I wanted to have more training in that sense on the soft skills we don't really do in school. So I feel like it really helped me, because I felt more confident, because I was going into people's homes alone, and that had an aspect of like learning how to talk to patients, learning how to talk to different people, and it was always different people every time, so it was different, but I enjoyed it. Yeah, I had a client that I would see weekly, and it was someone who was terminal with cancer, and they were going to pass away, and so they kind of just needed someone there to talk with, and like I feel like help them with their, just to get that like human contact, because they weren't really receiving that from their family. And I think for me, it was like, at first it was like, oh, this is so easy, I just come in, we talk, and it's fine, and then I go. But then I realized how important it was for that person, because they were going through something so difficult, but they didn't have support because they were older, so a lot of people they knew weren't really around. So I think for me, getting to understand that sometimes just sitting down and talking with patients is important, and that helps them more than just, I have to, because in second year you're just thinking, oh, I have to do these skills, I have to like change their thing, change this, do that, and then that's it. But we don't really think about talking that much, and I think from that point it made me a better nurse, because I understood how important it was to talk, instead of just coming in and doing. So I feel like that was the most beneficial story for me from the whole experience. I find that a lot of the times in the summer we try to just find jobs for money, but I highly would have suggested to stick to something that was in the healthcare field, because I just feel like as a student it's really important that we continue to practice even in the summer, because sometimes you forget things, you get thrown back in and you're like, oh, how do I do that, but I think always constantly working with people in the healthcare and constantly working with patients and stuff, you continue to like grow and work on your therapeutic relationship skills. So I think it was very, very important, and I think I would tell myself, good job, you should keep doing that.